G'day, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good and I hope you are too. So in this video we're going to be seeing a cool trap, but not the type of cheapo traps that are so common in other YouTube channels. And I'm referring to opening traps like this one. D4, and then we play this, F4, C5 takes, and now black plays this move, queen to A5, threatening knight takes pawn. However, white can simply take on D6, and after knight takes pawn, we have this cool queen move, queen d5, exclamation mark, which wins just about in every single variation. For example, after queen takes queen, knight takes, we're threatening knight c7, and if knight a6, we take the knight and then knight c7 is coming next. Or after queen d5, if the knight retreats to c5, then we have this bishop check, and if we are attacking the knight on c5, if the knight retreats, we can actually take it with check, and the queen on a5 is hanging. So if he brings the other knight to d7, then we can simply take the knight on c5 because the one on d7 is pinned. I mean, this is simple stuff. And there are other traps which you can find in other channels. For example, let me see, after e4, there's another trap. Not with e6, that's the game that we're going to see. Possibly knight f6, and here knight c3, d5, e5, knight e4, and now this cunning idea, because if black goes c5 here, then we can go d3 and the knight is trapped, but obviously he's not going to do that. Maybe we want to go d4, so black tries to stop it with d4, and here we have c3. And one of the ideas is that if the pawn takes, then we can go queen a4, or if you go c5 now, then d3 again, and the knight is lost. So what does he do? He can actually take. And here white can win a piece with queen to a4. But it doesn't stop here, because black now has knight d7. And here, if we take the knight, suddenly the other knight comes to c5, threatening not only the queen, but also knight d3 check. For example, queen here, knight check, king here, and now we could take on f2, but even better is to take on b2. And he cannot take back because of knight takes b2, and it's a knight fork, and white loses his queen. I mean, he doesn't have to go to e4, but it doesn't really matter where he goes. He could come here, this is probably best, and then we're going to do this check anyway, and here we can trade queens, and then we can take on b2, and black stands better in all variations. Maybe knight takes f2 is even better, I don't know, both moves are pretty good. It's just that I was thinking that after pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes, king here, knight here, bishop check, bishop d7, only move, bishop takes, king takes, maybe this move gives white some compensation. And then knight f3, and we've got that square and double pawns here. Yeah, I think this is compensation. Okay, never mind. We're not going to show you stuff like that. I mean, come on. This is chess.clinic. We bring you only the coolest chess traps and tutorials you can find on the internet.
Do we?
Yes, and our audience should be used to it by now.
Audience? What audience? Only a handful of people watch this channel, Jay.
Yes, Boleslav, only a handful of people, but they're good, aren't they?
If you say so.
I do say so. Anyway, let me show you this cool trap that I meant to show you in the first place. It happens after e4, e6, d4, d5. This is the French defense. I don't know why people play the French defense. It's such a bad defense. I mean, I can understand people playing the Caro-Kann, because after d4, d5, maybe e5 or any other move, this bishop can come out, and then you go e6 and the other bishop comes out. It's logical, it makes sense. But in the French defense, e6, no, this bishop is locked in forever. It's such a bad opening. I know it's a little bit more complicated than that, but still, it's not a good system. I do not recommend it. I hate the French. Okay, I don't, but it's not a good opening. I mean it. So knight c3 here, and there are many variations here. Bishop b4 is probably best. Knight f6 is very interesting also. Recently, a lot of people are taking on e4. I don't really know why. I think it's because they find it easier to play. But these positions are so easy to play for white. I mean, if I knew that everyone was going to play the French against me, I would play e4 myself. I'm a d4 player. So knight f6 here. We take on f6. He doesn't want to double pawns. Although I must say that this variation is quite interesting. But let's not get into that. Queen takes knight, and now knight f3. So black's got a problem. He's got these bishop problems. He doesn't know where to bring that bishop. So he plays b6 because he wants to put the bishop on b7. And I must say that at first sight, this looks like a very reasonable move. But after bishop d3, we are threatening bishop e4, which would force c6, which is probably a move that black doesn't really want to play. So he goes bishop here, and this is a cunning idea because black's thinking, okay, if white goes bishop g5, my queen looks kind of trapped. He hasn't got any squares to go to, but he's got bishop takes f3, intermediate move, and then the queen is on, and if we take back, then the bishop on g5 is unprotected and black will be able to take it. But in order to be a good chess player, you need to anticipate every single move within reason. I mean, I'm talking about 2 or 3 moves ahead. It doesn't have to be a very long variation. And it turns out that after bishop to g5, exclamation mark, bishop takes f3. No, we do not take back here. No, we do not take back with the queen, because then black would simply trade queens and he's doing okay. We've got this beautiful idea, queen d2, double exclamation mark, and look at this queen. This queen is now trapped. It has nowhere to go. And if the queen takes this pawn, then we've got this discover attack, and black's losing material. If he goes knight c6, we can just pick up the queen and the knight remains pinned. Or if he goes queen d7, then obviously we're going to take, and then we're going to take this guy. Even if we didn't take the bishop on f3, which we are going to, white's winning. So that's another beautiful trap, and more are coming up. Just stay tuned and tell other people about this channel. Share the good stuff. Don't keep it to yourself. It's quality stuff, and you know it. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.